has this whole transfer thing worked out for you? I mean, do you feel like this was the best move for you?
Absolutely. I've loved every second that I've been here, and honestly, I've been talking with some of my friends, and they were being lighthearted about it, but I was being serious. Is how close I've gotten with them in such a short period of time, and not to discount anything that I did at Western Kentucky. I have great friends from there, but in this short amount of time, I feel like I've made really great friends and people I can rely on, people I can count on and off the field.
How do you feel like your football skills have progressed, or do you feel like you are becoming a better player because of who you're playing with and who you're playing against now?
Absolutely, and sometimes when I get into meetings early, I'll throw on an old Western Kentucky game and kind of watch myself and see how we did things, and turn on a game film, and then it's completely different. I feel like I'm a way different player than I was a year ago, and I think it's for the best. I think I'm playing the best football that I've been playing my entire life, and I'm very proud of that.
What stands out in your mind how you're playing?
I think just technical work. Coach Callaway and Coach Williams have emphasized that all through the off season and into the season, and I think looking at the film, it just really shows like all the repetitions that we've done with everything. It just really paid off, and you could see it translate on the field and on the film, and it's exciting to see.
You wonder what it would be like if you could have spent 4 or 5 years here?
I haven't really thought about that, but everything happens for a reason in my eyes, and now I'm here, and that's the best thing for me.
And you're a lot closer to your Joliet home, so your parents obviously have been able to really enjoy this, huh?
Yeah, they've been super happy that they can come to every game, and before they'd have to get a hotel room and be like a whole weekend ordeal for them, and now they can just drive down for the game, drive home, and still spend a little bit of time with me after the game, which has been really awesome.
Is there any kind of connection that has been built up between the guys that transferred in, this year, where you guys are all kind of in the same position? Any kind of bond or anything that's developed there?
Yeah, I think a little bit. Now, personally, I think me and Dylan Downing, just being offensive guys coming in at the same time, even though he's a couple of years younger than me, I think we have a good connection. But honestly, the whole team has done a good job taking everyone in, and not really labeling us as transfers. It's just
right.
we're all Purdue football players, we're all Boilermakers, and I think that really makes a difference in how we play every week as well.
I guess now in this day of age of transfer portal and guys coming in all the time, that's probably the best way to look at it, right? I mean, because before maybe you'd have 1 or 2 transfers come in, but now with wholesale changes sometimes in programs, is that the best way to kind of view it?
I think you just got to kind of know yourself. I think there's a lot of kids that got left in the portal that I know, and that's unfortunate because they had a spot, and then they wanted to see what else was out there. I think their eyes were a little bit bigger than their stomach. But for me, kind of just realizing the situation that I was in, of being a 6th year, and kind of all my friends had gone, and it was just time for me to find something new.
Talk about the offensive line, Tyler. Maybe how you think it's played this year. You guys have had good health, relatively good health as a unit. Haven't played a lot of guys, but just talk about how the units come together and developed.
Yeah, I think we're very cohesive, and we get along great. All of us are constantly around each other, constantly hanging out, and I think it shows on the field with our communication and understanding what we're going to do. I think I have a really great understanding for what Eric's going to do on certain plays, and Gus, because I play next to them and have played next to them for so long, and have been like I said, I watch film with Gus all the time. I hang out with Eric all the time, and that's just the guys on my side. I mean, Greg and Spencer, we all, like I said, we all hang out, we all watch film, extra film all the time, and it's a group that's willing to put in the hard work to make sure that from last year to this year there's a huge improvement.
How much emphasis on red zone offense during the bye week and this week?
I think it's been there. Ultimately, I think we just put a lot on the offensive line as a whole. Making sure that we're straining through blocks, and we want our coaches to be able to trust us, and not to say that they don't, but we want to run the ball. We look at each other sometimes and like, well, we're passing a lot today. We wish that we could run the ball a little more, but at the end of the day, I think it's just that trust that we want to put put into the whole team that, you can run it behind us and we're going to get extra yards.
I mean, do you guys want to take ownership in the red zone and take, become the group that kind of paves the way for you guys to maybe get some touchdowns down there?
Absolutely. I think, going back to the offseason, I think we put such a huge emphasis on the run. You kind of want that to be the case when it comes around to the game. All of us are chomping at the bit to show what we can do in the run game, and I think that's the attitude that we reflect.